Hello, today I will show my palette. I used my inner cells use spoon, so I call it Spoony palette. I want to make my palette to be more flexible. Sometimes I want to swap with other paints, or I want to arrange the color flexibly, applying the color fill, the grouping by orange one, and then the greeny or violet group. Sometimes my mind was changed to the position of the paint, so I just um, had an idea to use the spoon for make the inner cell. I will just order my the Mijello pure color sets paint set. My paint also arranged by the color field. So the from the lemon yellow to the green one, and warm the orange group, red, and violet group. So I will just order set up my paints under my palette. From the lemon yellow, start at the lemon yellow to green, and then greeny blue, cyan blue. Sometimes I need some space, so I have only 24 pure color sets. So I just left her space. If I have the sap green or light green, then I will place the color between yellow and green. That is Turkish one, so at the moment I don't use that. That is the Turkish cobalt blue, so yeah, I will not use that. The mainly I use a Turkish blue and cyan blue. In the Mijello pure color sets, there is a beautiful colors. I made that color fill with the Mijello pure colors. So sometimes I mix the colors between the cyan blue to green one. So I will only order the pure or the paints which I use often. From now on, there will be the ultramarine to violet, alizarin crimson, the red one. So start to the ultramarine light one. And the violet center is the PB23. There is a dioxazine violet. There will be the complementary color with that the yellow group. So red violet, and permanent rose, and the rose madder, and the alizarin crimson. So the violet groups is from the blue side is ultramarine or the cobalt blue to alizarin crimson or permanent rose. There's PB19. So these violet groups can be mixed together. They have the brilliant violet tones. blue violet or red violet. So now I just up to the alizarin crimson or the permanent rose. So I will just start it for warm the orange tone red to orange tone yellow. As a beginner, we are very interested in color before painting itself. So that is very important. Which color should be mixed with the different ones. So, but if we don't know about that, the complement sets, sometimes we just make some muddy color without notice. So, if we are the beginner, I think this arrangement may be very helpful because it is easy to find their complements just from the position. But if not, we should always remember their complement colors. So we just keep that the color fill in our palettes. This Spoony palette I just invent. Yeah, so but that one is a very good idea. I think we can just flexibly move other palette or other position. So if it is not correct or if we want to swap it, we can just swap the position easily. And the neutral color or tint color, I will place them inside. This thin palette, I search the internet to find some inner cell, but actually it is not for watercolor paint. The watercolor paints. There may be for the manicure or cosmetic one or some tattoo one. So I bought it 100 cell is $1 around for the including delivery. But if you have know that a cell, then you can just use this Spoony one, or that is option. So we can make our ideal cells inside freely. If I have a time, I will show you how to make the inner cell with the spoon. But if we just use this inner cell, that is also good to use it. So mainly I place the ivory black in the center. I will use only the bottom two line, and I will left the upper two line, two rows. So if I just a little bit yeah, so sometimes if I need some mixed color, then I just use it mainly uh, yellow ochre or burnt sienna, Van Dyke brown, or indigo. Then these colors can be placed in the center of the palette. In the Mijello 24 pure color set, they have the 34 another version, but another model, but this one is a 24, but they have enough tubes. Even though that one is a neutral, but they are pure colors. So the yellow ochre is a PR42. PY42 something, and this is a green gold. green gold can be mixed with a green or a little bit mixed with the other colors, then make some beautiful olive green or something. So when we just painting some trees or landscape, the green gold is used to very much. And if you need some label, you can just write on that palette directly. It will be helpful because the darker colors, uh, there is no difference. It will be helpful. Sometimes I just attach some colorful color label, but these colors can be noticeable because I arranged that order just exactly same for the color field, so I know the position by the different colors. And this one is I just made the mixture of the for the olive green, the ultramarine, and then deep yellow and the ochre, yellow ochre. So these colors can be mixed for the yellow green, and sometimes it is very good if I just mix in a one spoon. Then there is like a mini palette. Yeah, I've already ordered, and sometimes I just add some combination mini spoon, and I use blue tack. Once it is dried, then you can close the palette. But now it is a little bit wet and then very fluid, so I will make it dry. And if you do not have this mini palette, then you can rearrange that position of the cells. So you can move the position freely anywhere. That is a merit of the Spoony palette. If you have the travel palette cell or well, then you can use it. But I think the spoon is better to make this inner cell that can be worked as a mini palette. So this is very easy, and there is a blue tack. So that one is stable. I think blue tack is very nice for any DIY palette. Yeah. In this case, we can use the inner cell for the neutral colors. The sap that for burnt sienna or burnt umber and ivory black or indigo. Yeah, you can arrange any position to use flexibly. That is a real DIY as you like. That is a pure color, so it is nice to mix with any different paints. And that one is from other palette. I already add that label inner the cell, and also pasted color label too. Yeah, that is my Spoony palette already set up with this spoon. there is a different size of spoons. Actually, I did not use this big one. If you go to the supermarket, and there is a different plastic material, but I think this one is better because that color is almost same with our palette plastic. So in Australia, there is a Coles brand has this. I bought them from Coles, but different supermarkets sell with a different, a little bit different. But Coles one is better to buy to make this inner cell.